Hey everybody, welcome to the I'm a Dumbass show where you guessed it, I'm your host, a dumbass. I just did all the trade-ins that I was going to do in this event and I recorded it all, talked about every single category one by one, completely muted. Which hey, the store is still here, so we can still kind of do that, except, well, I already did all the trade-ins, so it's kind of annoying. You can't necessarily see everything as clearly. But okay, let's go through each category one by one. I'll show you exactly what I picked up and what I passed on. So this is the tier 5 class catalyst trade-in, where you trade in 2 tier 4 class catalysts for 2% tier 5. I already have plenty of those, so I'm not going to do that trade. I think it only makes sense if you're desperate to get, a little bit of tier 5, or you just have a crazy amount of tier 4 class catalysts, because I actually spend my glory on tier 4 class catalysts. It shows that I have 56 unopened, but yeah, I'm constantly picking up 3-4 of those every single week or something. So I did trade in, this was tier 3 class catalyst for tier 4 fragment crystals. I've got 1600 of the tier 3, that's why I did that. Otherwise it didn't really matter too much. This was a tier 4 basic trade-in, where you trade in 1 tier 4 basic for 1 tier 4 class catalyst, and I made this trade because they're cheaper in the Glory store. I buy both tier 4 class catalysts and tier 4 basics in the Glory store, so I might as well do that trade. It's just a slight Glory value play basically, but of course I still need tier 4 basics, but I did the trade anyway. As far as the class catalyst stuff, where you trade in 1 class catalyst to get a class catalyst crystal, the only one I traded in was tech. You can see I already did all these trades like every other trade. Oh my god. Anyway, so I traded in 5 of the tech ones. The other class types I left alone. We can skip the class catalyst trade-in stuff. I already did this in a separate video where I was getting the the 6-star awakening gem, so that part was already done. As far as the 5-star awakening gem crystals go, I tried to get as many of the the 4-star generic awakening gems as possible, to trade in for even more of the 5-star awakening gem crystals, but they're actually fairly hard to get. I even popped open some of the here, let's go take a look at it. I popped open some of the Supreme Solo crystals, and before realizing that the drop rate on those things, it's really low. You can see 4-star awakening gem, it's only 0.5%. So every 200 of these things, you'll get 1, approximately at least. And yeah, of course they add up over time, so I had a good amount of 4-star awakening gems, but it's not worth trying to dig those out right now when I'm saving those crystals for my next featured grind, or basic grind essentially, for 6 stars. I'll be going for Hercules, so I'm trying to save those crystals for getting boosts. So this is the maximum number of these awakening gem crystals that I was able to trade and get. I already did the conversions for the awakening gems. Actually, do I have one more of these to do? No, I don't. Yeah, I already did all of those previously in the other video, the 5-star trade-ins, 5-star awakening gem trade-ins. I did not pick up this because I already have 40 of these 4-star awakening gem crystals here, so I'm not too worried about that. Technically, I could open up some of those 4-star awakening gems. I'm just realizing this now. I could open up those 4-star awakening gem crystals and get more of the generic 5. You know what? Let's do that actually. Okay. All right. So there is still one thing that I forgot in the previous muted recording. Let's actually open up some of the 4-star awakening gem crystals that I have. I'm not going to open up a crazy amount. I'm not going to open up all 40 that I have, but maybe I'll pop open 20 of these things, and that will allow me to do some additional trades. Let's give it another 10 more here. Cool. So that should allow me to trade in some gems. And just get more 5-star awakening gems, because the 4 stars, I feel like I'll always be able to get those from those Supreme Solo crystals. So where were these? Let's trade in 1 more of these. Actually, so how many can I get more of the 5 stars? I can get 2. So in total, I need 6 generic awakening gems. I already have 2. So let's try to balance this out a little bit. Let's grab another one here. Let's actually pick up this awakening gem crystal now. And then we could do another trade. Let's see. We'll grab 2 from Mystic. We'll just grab another one from Tech, I guess. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, cool. So that will give me another one of these. I'm not too worried about getting the 4-star generic gem, so that's going to do it for my trading, because I'll just pop open, or I'll just use the class awakening gems on these champions to awaken them whenever I want, so that's fine. The other gems and stuff, well, you know what, let me trade in one of these now, I guess. But the 3-star awakening gems, I mostly left them alone just because, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's just 3-star champions, so those are all fine. I did trade in, I had 100 of the generic 5-star sig stones that I did trade for 4 of the 6-star sig stone crystals. Now, it kind of hurt because I do like to, you know, sig up my 5-star champs. It's really fun getting to max sig level and stuff like that. But at this point, I'm desperate for 6-star sig stones. So yeah, I did the trade. It works out in the end. Like, I was trying to math it out. The reason why I didn't pull the trigger on this trade initially when I was first reviewing the store is because I wanted some time to figure out if it was going to be better to max sig my 5 stars. That way, when I duped a 5-star, got a max sig crystal, if that was, you know, technically going to give me more resources, more 6-star resources. But no, it really doesn't. At the end of the day, it takes about 37 max sig crystals in order to... yeah, let me make sure I did the math on that. It's been a long time since I did the math. It's 275 per dupe, right? Yeah. So it would be 37 max sig crystals in order to get a full, 6-star crystal. And if a 6-star crystal is the equivalent of 20 sig stones, about roughly, right? So yeah, it's just better to do this trade. So I did this trade. If you need the 5-star sig stones, though, I don't recommend doing this trade. You really don't get much for it. It's just 4 random sig stones. So if you're at a point in the game where you're you need to sig up your 5 stars to clear content, just sig up your 5 stars. I skipped all of the 6-star sig stone trade-ins. All of those were terrible, probably the worst value in the store. I did trade in a bunch of my 4-star sig stones to get the 5-star random class type sig stones. Wait, what? How did I get even more of these? Somehow, I guess I didn't claim all of them in the overflow. Okay, well, there we go. I traded in a lot of 4-star sig stones for 5 stars. I almost cleared out that entire section of the store. So did all of those trades. Anything else here? I'm of course skipping this part here where you have to trade in 3 of a class type of sig stone 5-star to get 1 generic 5-star. That's also a terrible value. I am not trading in my 3-star sig stones to get more 4-star sig stone crystals because I actually find it easier to get 4-star sig stones than 3 stars. So I won't be doing that. Won't be trading in class types to get generic 4-star sig stones. Not going to be doing any of these trades at all. And then we come down to another part that I think is really important is the health and revive trades. Actually, before we get to that, I did trade in, it was 500 regular crystals to get 100 of the uncollected gold crystals. I didn't do the math. I'm just kind of trusting that it was a good trade. I'm pretty sure I did the math on it, or approximate math on it, estimated that it would be a good trade in long time ago. But I can't remember. I just did the trade. I trusted the system. Maybe that was dumb. But I'm assuming it was a good trade. As far as the energy refills go, I wish I had more of the small energy refills so that I can keep doing this trade. I actually popped open a couple hundred regular quest crystals and didn't get a single small energy refill. So I just gave up. I still had like 500 more quest crystals to go, but I didn't get a single one in 200. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. Waste of time opening these crystals. So I didn't even bother continuing there. So I wish I could do more of those trades. I'm not going to pop open my 4-hour crystals to do those trades. I'd rather keep using those to increase, essentially play around the inventory cap of, you know, revives and potions and stuff. So but all right, anyway, on to the potions. I just tried to kind of up convert as many things as I possibly could here. So I traded in enough level 4 potions to cap out my inventory of level 5 potions. I did the same thing for, you know, trading in level 3 potions to cap out my inventory of level 4s. And yeah, I'm all capped out on those. You know what? I actually didn't touch this. But no, those are already capped out. Okay. So yeah, I just capped all those out, and I did this exact same thing with revives, where I traded in enough of the level 2 revives to get, you know, a level 3 revive, and I traded in enough level 1 revives, almost. I have 2 more here, but I think those will come from the Halls of Healing, and if they don't come from the Halls of Healing, well, there's still a few days left on the store. I'll get 4 more revives that I can, you know, trade for 2 more of these and cap these out. It's a really good trade. I mean, it's an awful trade if you need to use the revives right now, because in order to get even one of these level 3 revives, it takes 4 of the level 1 revives. The only way that this makes sense is if you don't currently need revives and you want to just kind of plan ahead for the future, you know, maybe stockpile these things for the eventual follow-up to the Abyss, something along those lines. Maybe the next Grandmaster's Gauntlet, or, you know, Summer of Pain if we get some kind of Winter of Pain here or something like that, right? Winter of Anguish or whatever it is, right? Which hopefully is in the works, because that stuff was really fun. But either way, it was, for my situation, totally worth trading in these revives. I did a little bit of auto fighting over the past couple of days. Not a ton, but just a little bit of auto fighting with my, you know, the energy that I was gaining just naturally over time. I was auto fighting through Act 3.2.6. And just, you know, kind of stockpiling the revives, also from the 22-hour solo events. So yeah, I will be able to cap out both of these categories, and that'll just be a nice extra 30 revives that I can carry on, you know, months from now when I actually need them. So there we go. That is every single trade that I did. I'm sorry I screwed this video up and you couldn't see the actual trades happening. Still really mad at myself for you know, muting the original video. I keep doing this, man. I keep muting myself at the start of streams and now for videos, and it's really bothering me. So I need to figure out some kind of solution, some kind of checks and balances need to be put in place here or something. But either way, that is my complete list of all the trades that I'm personally doing for the store. Let me know what you guys personally traded in and how you felt about the store in general. Because I liked the store. I do agree with people that it kind of, like, I was able to get the Awakening Gem, right? So I'm not really complaining on my behalf. I'm kind of complaining on the community's behalf here, where I did think it was kind of silly that in order to get one of the most valuable resources in the game, a 6-star Awakening Gem, you had to, like, essentially just not use your other resources. There was no, I mean, if this was like a permanent thing where they said, okay, one time ever, it's going to be in the featured item store, you know, you trade in your 5-star Awakening Gems to get a 6-star Awakening Gem, and as soon as you make that trade, that offer goes away, or maybe it resets once a year or something like that. Like, if that was a thing, okay, that's fine, that's cool if you want to, you know, plan out those resources. But just to have it kind of show up randomly like this and exclude people who were just using resources just for fun, it's gonna create a lot more hoarders, I'll tell you that much. So that was, yeah, that was kind of lame, but yeah, I don't know, there's not much we could do about it right now, right? But yeah, that was kind of my thoughts on everything here. So yeah, that'll do it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.